Marius, so good to see you again. We are 2024, I can't believe it, and it's almost end of the month. So it's been, maybe 2 months we had our last recording.
Yes.
It was like yesterday, really.
Oh my God, the time goes so fast.
So fast. We have very good material for our recording, but are we starting with the good news or not so good news? What do you think?
I think it's balanced, it's balanced. So we have good news and bad news, but hopefully we have to, in our mind, we have to have good news to be positive.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the property taxes. I saw so many articles related to the property taxes, not only in Toronto, but across Ontario.
Yes.
So what is your take in this initiative? Or first of all, it's real, it's going to happen, or just...
Yes, unfortunately it's real because the inflation is up year by year and after year. Across Canada, municipalities are struggling with property taxes, with the expenses. So they will increase the property taxes in 2024. And as an example, for Toronto, they said that they will increase about 10.5%. the property taxes, and if the federal government is not paying the $250 million, helping refugees, then the property taxes could go higher to probably about 16.5%, so another 6% more. So yeah, this is bad news for Torontonians.
If you can compare the numbers, what we are paying right now, so we can have the whole picture.
The positive thing is that Toronto is on the top 5 municipalities that with the lowest property taxes. So the Markham is the best city to live in based on the property taxes. So they pay about 0.64% of the assessment value of the property. So I have to to say something. So assessment value is the value that the city is calculating your property taxes. Okay, it's different than market value. That the property is selling for at one point of time, or the appraisal value. So there are 3 different values, So we're talking now about the assessment value, which
from the government.
From the government.
Okay, from the city, really.
Yeah, for the city, and is the basis to calculate this. So let's say if a property is valued at $1 million, assessment value. Then in Markham you pay 64% of that. In Toronto you pay 66% of that. Then in Richmond Hill 67%. Vaughan 68%. And then Milton 0.7%. So these are the lowest top 5 in the lower side. On the higher side, is very interesting. Usually there are cities on the northern Ontario, except Windsor, which is far west, close to Detroit, close to United States. So basically in Windsor you pay about 1.85%.
Oh my God.
Imagine 1.85 versus Toronto, which is 0.66%.
Wow.
So it's huge difference. Then Thunder Bay, Sault Ste. Marie, North Bay, and Sudbury. These are top 5 municipalities in Ontario for the higher taxes.
And how often the municipality are calculating or assessing?
Depending, in the last couple of years they stop raising the property values, and they have 5 years, they stay for 5 years hold on it. And then after 5 years, they again to reevaluate based on the values, the real estate values of the properties. So from time to time they reassess them, but usually after 5 years, after.
So I'm playing the devil advocate right now. Is going to reevaluate this year and increase the taxes as well, or is just the taxes increase? You know what I mean? Because if reevaluate, probably it's a higher value. So if you apply that higher percent to a higher value, or the value we have right now.
Usually the government is giving more than 4 or 5 years to reevaluate it. So it's not each year, so you don't have to be scary about that.
It's because otherwise can you imagine increase the value and then apply the new taxes on the new
Yeah,
value
it will be very painful for the home owners.
Absolutely,
And
yeah. It's already hard.
It's very
because
hard to.
we have so high rates at the bank. So
Yeah.
So how? I don't know if you want to continue, but my question would be how it affect the housing market if the taxes are raised to increase.
It's basically the people, for example, in Toronto, if they cannot cope with increasing market value costs and property tax costs, then they have to move out of the city, basically.
Yeah.
This is sad, and they have to go in suburbs and in smaller municipalities. And speaking about prediction of the Canadian real estate in 2024, as overall in Canada, they said the predictions are, the price will go up with 2.3% in average in all Canada. But no, I have to specify that Alberta, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador will have price increase, in an average price increase.
Okay.
But Ontario and British Columbia, they have a flat. So it will be a flat price. So the price will not go up, will not go down, will be a flat price. Okay, remains flat. So in one way, because of the inflation, because of the cost of living, now based on TD Economists predictions, price of housing will make a total decrease in 2024 and in years to come between 20 and 25% from the February 2022 peak of the market.
Well, it was abnormal.
Yes,
really.
will be really high. And they predict also that those prices, they are coming back probably in a Q4 in 2027.
Oh.
So now,
okay.
If somebody wants to keep his property for 4 years, for almost 4 years, to sell it for the same price like in 2022 in February, they can do that if they can afford that. But let's say if somebody wants to go in retirement or to move from the country, so it's better to sell in 2024 because also the economy says that 2023 was the bottom and 2024 probably will be flat or a little bit up. So could not be the same level like in 2023, which was, by the way, the lowest volume sales in houses since 2001. So in the 21st century, 2023 was the worst year in terms of volume real estate sales, and was about 13% less than 2022. But all the economies that 2024 could not be worse than that. They didn't see to go lower than that, but because the rates are still high, and the government is not reducing the rates in the next couple of months. Probably they will do so second part of 2024. Because of that, the buyers are still on the siding, and undecided, and they want try to wait a little bit more to see if the prices are going down again, and the high rates that they're very very now compared with 2022.
But see, Marius, we are always talking about comparing, but 2022, 2021 wasn't the healthy housing market.
No, I think.
And what is your advice in that? Because we are waiting based on what? Because we don't have any guarantee it's going to be better. We can suspect it's going to be better, but we don't.
Well, Marius, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How long have you been a real estate agent?
Since 2005.
Yes.
So almost 18 years.
18 years. Listen, you work so hard. You're top 100 agent worldwide, which is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Scott.
And you don't just help people sell or buy homes. You do the whole pack. How do you know what to do to a house in order to increase its value?
I learn from you.
Okay, so you're a pro then.
Yeah. So I try to, explain people that if they, improve their, like with a new countertop, a new flooring, a new bathroom, a new kitchen, they will, like for each dollar, they will get maybe $1, $2, $3, $4 more.
Yes.
So this is very important.
It's the return on investment.
Exactly.
You want to take care of your clients. You're not just here to help them buy or sell a home. You help them move. You give them renovation tips.
Everything.
It's one of the reasons why you and your family are so successful in this business.
Yes. They give me the keys of the house, and they live in Caribbean for 2 weeks, and when they come back, the house is sold for the most money.
You should have your own show.
No. So I am so busy doing that, but I love it. But it's a pleasure to do the best thing for my clients. So.
Well, look, you've seen a lot. You've got a lot of experience, especially in the Markham area. Where do you see the future of real estate in Markham?
Because of the huge immigration in Canada, I think it's a good investment for investors to invest in real estate.
Yes.
And especially in Markham, because it's close to Toronto. Close to 404, so it's a very very close to Toronto, and the value in long term will go up for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a great investment.
Listen, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much, Scott.
You're the best at what you do.
Thank you so much.